This is a review of the Custom Saber Shop MPS Pommel Style 5. That is this guy right here. And so I'll be taking a look at this pommel and also how it looks on a few of my different Ultrasabers hilts. So starting on the left, here is an Ultrasabers Dominix LE V3. In the middle, we have an Apprentice LE V4 by Ultrasabers. And finally, on the far right, we have a Dark Standard Issue V3. So I wanted to have both kind of a, standard, what's it called? Metal, aluminum, regular aluminum color hilt in the middle, and then also, to see how it shows up kind of contrasting dark saber, black hilt, rather like these two. So anyway, let's take a look at the pommel first. Like a lot of the pommels by the Custom Saber Shop, it's pretty light, which you compare it to the standard Ultrasabers pommels. They're a lot kind of heavier. They're very solid metal. The Custom Saber Shop ones are very light and hollow, where you can add an insert in the bottom. But anyway, so that's one of the first things you'll notice if you're swapping out an Ultrasabers pommel. So what's nice about this model is these grooves in it. That's kind of the main design element of it. And it does add 3/4 of an inch to the end of your hilt. So it will add a little more, once you factor in the threading. It'll make your hilt a tiny bit longer, well, depending on the pommel that your hilt currently has. So let's start with the Dominix LE V3. So you can see this kind of a thinner edge on that pommel. So let's swap it out for this one. Okay, so you can see it does, I would say it works pretty well with this hilt model. You do have the grooves here kind of complement the other metallic grooves throughout the hilt. So I would say that it works pretty well on here. Let's check out the next one, the Apprentice LE V4. Nice light side hilt. Okay, we'll swap that in. I can actually screw the pommels in today, apparently. That's an improvement. Okay. So also, I don't know, well, what do you guys think? I think this one also works pretty well with this one. Kind of like the last one, so the metallic color complemented these grooves. I think in this case, well, the color doesn't match the grooves here, but the grooves kind of enhance the design of the hilts, complement the grooves, not the color, but the grooves on this hilt as well. So I think that would be a fine improvement to this hilt. And then finally, we will look at Dark Standard Issue V3. Okay. Swap that in. Very good. That's how it looks. I would have a similar comment to the other two, I would say. I'm not going to repeat well, I guess I am repeating how the grooves complement the other grooves. That's my opinion. I don't know. I would say that this style pommel, what's it called? The MPS Pommel Style 5 by Custom Saber Shop. If you're a fan of the grooves, it's going to complement most of your hilts quite well. So yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a nice design, a little bit, kind of jazzes it up a little, you know, rather than just this standard pommel. So yeah, if you want to jazz it up and you really kind of like the grooves to go along with, you know, the grooves of your hilt, it's a good idea. Oh, the other nice thing about grooves is that can be a good way to customize. Like, you could put some belts in here, you know, like a little black belt, or, you know, like rubber band type of thing in here. That would be a nice design element that you could also use, you know, to enhance this even further. Or even, you know, you could use a color, so, you know, you could use a black one that would go along with a lot of these, or you could pick something like red, you know, to make it pop a little, or whatever. So I would say that's a big benefit of this specific pommel style. You got the grooves, they're fine on their own, you don't need to add anything, but, you know, if you're feeling it, you could add some bands in there, and that would be another way that you can kind of tailor it to your own taste. So anyway, this was the Custom Saber Shop Pommel Style 5.